us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. We're all dressed up and ready to go. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And one of the factors in that game was you just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the two stars, LeBron and Love, the 3 and the 4. Mike Miller is out there with Irving, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Henderson kicks to Jefferson. Puts up a baby hook. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
The guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
Now Walker, who's coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee.
And he showed his versatility, Kevin, with the 4 blocks defensively.
Now here's Henderson. 4-point game. Thompson with the rebound. Clark, a bit of a down year shooting-wise for Kyrie Irving last season.
Yeah, it sure was, and you heard some sources within the Cavs organization questioning his leadership, too. I mean, the chemistry in Cleveland, not really where it needed to be, kind of a mess all season, quite honestly. Irving is still young, has a lot on his shoulders, and maybe started to show some of the frustration with the expectations and demands that have been placed on him. But now, as he continues to grow as a leader, having LeBron James and some other veterans who come in could really help smooth that out.
Now here's Henderson after LeBron James's miss. Henderson kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. The dish to Jefferson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. LeBron against Walker. James kicks to Miller. He's looking for Love and finds him. Love with the screen for Irving. Shot off the screen. Rejected by Walker. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Here's James. No good. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker goes in. Kidd-Gilchrist, a screen on Thompson. Shot to stop the drought. And Kidd-Gilchrist lays it in.
And his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Cavaliers leading. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Lets it go from deep, and James gets it to go on the assist by Irving. LeBron's got 5.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Zeller passes to Jefferson. And there's the call on James. Side, Kidd-Gilchrist fires the 3.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
LeBron against Walker. Outside Irving. Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And Let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. In the third spot, Kemba Walker.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and deliver the offense in addition to running the offense. What a star-studded bunch of players.
Yeah, I agree with you. The thing that to me makes these guys special, Steve, is that they can do so many things to enable and help their offense. Not all point guards in the league have the unique combination of skills to produce that these guys do. And they've done it on a night-in, night-out basis. And I've marveled at their consistency as well.
A nice shot by Irving. Hornets trailed by 7.
Well, what better way to retire the Bobcat team than to go out and make the playoffs for the second time under that nickname. Good job by Charlotte last year.
That's how to orchestrate for your team. Terrific pass.
Cavaliers have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The screen for Irving. He feeds it to Thompson. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And although Charlotte Clark got knocked out in 4 against the Heat, they had some games last year in that postseason.
Well, they did. And the injury to Jefferson, Kevin, really kind of sabotaged. They weren't able to break the postseason winless streak. The team is certainly headed in the right direction.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
There's the pick. Walker dishes to Zeller. Henderson, no one around him. Drops in the tray. Henderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Here's Irving. 35 points for him last game against Atlanta.
He was exquisite in that game, Kevin. It wasn't just the scoring, it was the passing, too. And his teammates, you could tell, they just really enjoyed playing with him.
Henderson, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, he'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, he earned that one, took the hit, and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the game. Free throw no good for Henderson.
Gerald Henderson certainly helped by the acquisition of Jefferson, which created some space for him on the perimeter. And he's made great strides with his outside shot over his career.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. He's able to play well above the rim, but the execution really got him that look.
And Henderson, a slasher, one of the best players in the league, working himself to go on.
Also a steady defender, too, Kevin. And he has worked on developing his long-range shooting as well. And if he gets that piece, he'll be pretty balanced all around.
Here's James. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist making his last shot. LeBron outside. The kick out to Irving. Back to James. Thompson, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. And that one comes up a bit short. Charlotte has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Jefferson kicks to Zeller, and they take the lead. Zeller's got his second basket of the game.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Cavaliers trailing. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
Kevin, he told me basically he wants to turn the thoroughbreds loose today. He said, frankly, I don't think they have the speed to keep up with us. The more we run, the better off we'll be. It should be a fast-paced game, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And some changes here for the Hornets. Marvin Williams is checked in for Zeller. And Gary Neal subbed in for Kidd-Gilchrist. A switch here also for Cleveland. Waiters, he's checked in for Miller.
You know, LeBron LeBron has an interesting tradition during the playoffs. He turns his cell phone off, stops watching sports television, and instead he watches movies and reads books. It sounds like a good life lesson for all of us.
Now here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Cannot hit.
That's one he knows he should have made.
On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Walker. From about 16. Tries again, and it's good. Through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Hairston comes in for Gerald Henderson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. Cleveland also making some changes. Marion is checked in for Thompson. Jones comes in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. A shot by Williams, no good. And for LeBron, that tradition started a handful of seasons ago.
Well, you know, I've heard it said that all readers aren't leaders, but all leaders read. And LeBron James, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, autobiographies of Malcolm X, Jerry West, even his friend Jay-Z, he's dedicated himself to expanding his knowledge.
As you did. You are voracious.
I love to read. I've always loved to read.
Let's take a moment here to get you guys' take on scoring so far.
You gotta like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
P.J. Hairston, an interesting case. He spent 2 seasons at North Carolina, then ruled ineligible. Ended up playing for a year in the D-League. I'd say he could be a steal when you consider his NBA frame and prolific scoring ability.
Here's Dellavedova. And the layup's good off the glass. Dellavedova's got his first 2 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in the movie theater. He gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And it's the Hornets with the ball, trailing by 5. Here's Roberts. Right through the knee for the layup. And trouble seems to follow this Hairston kid. This offseason, he got into an altercation with a high school kid with pickup game in Durham. He's got to stay away from some of these issues.
Well, clearly he's had some bumps in the road, and the more you have, the more you think it's a pack. So at some point, he's got to turn this thing around. We know your rope gets longer, the more talent. He has tremendous talent. The rope is fairly long and loose, but at some point, he's got to tighten things up. And if he does, he'll be a factor. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Dellavedova, the pass to Waiters. Love with the screen for Waiters. Outside, Jones. Here's Dellavedova. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Last work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early. Over the last month, let's see how the Hornets performed, Kevin, in the NBA stats. First in fewest turnovers a game, 12th in blocks. And they're in the top half of the league when it comes to limiting opponents' offense as well.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Kicks to Waiters. Dellavedova dishes to Waiters. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Dion Waiters going into last season working on playing off the ball, whether, catch and shoot, Steve, or coming off screens.
Yeah, he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, but playing alongside Kyrie Irving, he's going to be more effective without the ball, working off those screens and learning to play with Irving.
Here's Roberts. Dion Waiters making his last shot. There's a screen by Williams. There's Roberts, averaging 6 points per contest.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Dellavedova kicks to Marion. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pick by Williams. The feed out to Neal. Fires for three. Count that one. Neal's got 5 points so far.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Here's Dellavedova. He dishes it to Marion. And now here comes Neal, leading the break. Hairston, good.
How about the passing there? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Waiters. 9 points last game. Has it to Love. 6-second difference between the shot and game goal. Love with the screen for Waiters. 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Love. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Charlotte.
Start your new year with the NBA. Ty Lawson.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
The key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfer, and pilfers can lead to points. So we got the 3 P's: pressure, pilfer, points. Get it done.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. Marion is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Irving kicks to LeBron. And they double up James. Back to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. LeBron James on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, it's a little bit surprising that the game got away from them because for long stretches they were the better team.
They really were. Outplayed them. If you looked only at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost. It was a case of a few intangibles that didn't play out in their favor that made all the difference. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Marion is green on Walker. Irving drives in. Marion kicks to James. Marion setting the pick for James. Irving with a clean look. Here's Marion. Jefferson was a nice D. Hornets leading by 7. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And he crossed body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. They get Sean Marion. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Hornets?
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Well, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Kidd-Gilchrist missing 6 weeks last season with a broken hand, and frankly, he took a step back overall. His numbers getting worse almost across the board.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Miller's checked in for Cleveland. Pass to James. It's stolen by Jefferson. So he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Hornets have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
And a player taken 2nd overall 2 years ago. A lot of pressure riding on the shoulders of MKG.
You know, sometimes guys fall into draft positions that don't necessarily match their skill level, but you can never question the work of this young man, and you know he's going to maximize whatever he can be lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses if he's got that much room.
Dishes to Miller. He kicks it to Waiters. Shot on the wing. It's a big height. Thompson goes in. Now just a 5-point Charlotte lead. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. And Zeller kicks to Jefferson. Feeds it to Kidd-Gilchrist.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kevin, we all know that Lance Stephenson is fearless, and as far as he's concerned, that's a product of his Brooklyn upbringing. He said players there have a, quote, feeling that nobody can stop him on the floor. Former teammate Paul George said of it, that's Lance. He's a New York player. They play with that kind of confidence. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. That confidence has certainly served him well.
That kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
LeBron outside. Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. The Hornets another fast break chance right here. Henderson, no one around him. Kidd-Gilchrist, the pass to Zeller, misses the lane. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
LeBron James, so versatile, so incredibly skilled. I don't even know how to define his position. He seems to play all 5 of them during the course of the game.
And a player like LeBron Clark, who rebounds like a big man, scores like a shooting guard, passes and handles the ball like a point guard. I mean, he wears a lot of hats.
Well, he does it all. He is the ultimate stat sheet stuffer supreme. I mean, there's no other way to say it. He puts his hand and imprint on every aspect of the game. And LeBron says himself that he judges his performance by the number of impact plays.
Good note.
The pick wasn't ultra effective, but it got him just enough room for the score.
Waiters dishes to Irving. James a screen on Walker. Here's Irving. And Jefferson sends it back. Henderson against Waiters. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team effort.
Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated, putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the cloud of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different and high level.
Hornets leading by 7. Outside, Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Henderson. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Miller sets a screen for Thompson. To the middle, off the screen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, it's amazing what a year can do, isn't it? Then Bobcats, now Hornets, completely lost at the end of last season. With the additions they made, I think they have this ship back on track.
Free throw good, James. As you said, Charlotte really one of the teams that took a lot of people by surprise last year. Big turnaround, spearheaded by a wonderful presence in the locker room, Big Al Jefferson.
Yeah, and a tremendous presence on the floor, too, as a post scorer, a guy that demanded double teams. The organization saw that things were wide open in the East. They could have sat on their hands and stood pat. They went after Al Jefferson. They got a centerpiece to do it.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
Sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Dion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with the chip on his shoulder, Clark. Always attempting.
Yeah, you know, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing. It could derail his potential if he doesn't get another rep.
And for Waiters, we've heard the rumblings. He's butted heads with coaches and teammates. He's dismissed from practice. His name is all over trade talks since he's been with Cleveland. But on the plus side, he's working hard to improve as a player. He's very gifted.
You know, you hear the question marks for Waiters, but still an awful lot of upside for this guy, in my opinion. He's got a great foundation offensively. He can make plays for himself and for others. I think his ceiling is really high as long as he stays hard-working and hungry.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Now here's LeBron. Not a lot of room. Thompson, a screen on Henderson. Shot clock at 6. Dellavedova kicks to Miller. On its way from Irving for 2.
You know what? It's like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open. Just couldn't take advantage.
Charlotte moving the ball around. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Outside Irving. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Hornets leading by 4. Outside, Walker. Pass to Jefferson. Being close, he hits it.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket. Jefferson is the mayor of the left block. He has that signature right-handed jump hook that converts into impossible to stop. Kind of like a one-handed push shot if you compared it to anything. But with his size and really high release, it's still hard to get to if you're defending.
Gary Neal's checked in for Kidd-Gilchrist. And then for Cleveland. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Jones subbed in for Mike Miller. And Jefferson can really palm the basketball. Big hands. Don't you think that helps his control on that jump hook?
Oh, yeah, no question. The ability to gather and go up with one hand, leaving the other hand free to ward off the defender. It's a big reason why he's got such a low rate of turnovers for a go-to scorer down on the block.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches. When that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. Shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kyrie Irving. And for the Hornets, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year. Only 14 road wins. Going to cut it. Neal passes to Jefferson. A baseline jam. And Jones pulls it down.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt Irving.
That ball finishes by Love. Now just a 1-point Hornets lead. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster. We can assume things will be different. Park on the road for him this season.
Things will be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And with a quick chance here, let's take a look now at some of the numbers from Irving. 15th in scoring. And defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
I think this is a good time, Steve, to touch on his scoring average again. I mean, as you pointed out, it's top 15 in the league, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Here's Walker. Right now averaging 17 points a game. And good on the basket. Hook it.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Irving. And Jones has it in the corner. Here's Dellavedova. And they're unable to get the time basket there. And here's Sharp. Dish now to Jefferson. Henderson against Irving.
open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And here is LeBron. He's got 17. Jones sets the pick for LeBron. And he goes right over Jefferson and slams it down.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed way in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. This pays dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. As many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had too much on the perimeter.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. Hairston, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. And Cleveland with a change here too. Marion's checked in. Hornets leading by 6. 11 feet away. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Irving with it. He's got 10. Pass to Dellavedova. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Back to Irving. Lock at 6. And Jones has it in the corner. Again, the miss by Jones. Charlotte has won 1 or 2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter so far. Kicks to Neal. Williams, a screen on Marion. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job. Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
Gary Neal was acquired by Charlotte last season at the trade deadline from Milwaukee. The Bucks were looking to go young, and Charlotte was in need of shooters to space the floor for Al Jefferson. So I think that's one that worked for both teams.
And Neal, at times, Steve, a streaky shooter. His field goal percentages dropped with every season.
Yeah, some of that is shot selection. He also played for a lesser team last year after leaving San Antonio, so his looks weren't as open. But, when he gets his feet set at the three-point line, he's still one of the best in the league at knocking them down.
And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Neal's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Marion dishes through Dellavedova. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Charlotte leading by 12 to the inside and stolen by Love. Jones drives in. They swipe it. Hairston against Marion. And it's blocked. Here's Dellavedova. No good on the buzzer beater. And we finished one half of basketball. Hornets on top as they end the second quarter with a trump.
Hey, Kevin, well, LeBron, aside from you, it became a real struggle on the offensive end. What are they doing?
They're doing a good job of keeping the ball in front of them and contesting our shots. We got to continue to move the ball from one side to another and get some good looks. But when we get them looks, we'll knock them down as well.
LeBron, thank you.
One-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Carrying in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson at the 3, NKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, down low. So that's the Hornets 5. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. And the dunk by Zeller.
Boy, he's just angry from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger card right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Irving kicks to Thompson. And stolen by Zeller. And now Kidd-Gilchrist running the floor all by himself.
Good aggressive finish on the break.
That's as easy a 2 points as you could ask for.
Here's the feed to James. Love with the screen for LeBron. From deep. That falls. Great assist by Love. And it's now 22 points for LeBron.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Zeller setting the pick for Walker. To the middle. He's looking for Kidd-Gilchrist and finds him. Jacks on the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket. Right in the shooting pocket. For a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Thompson, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. James kicks to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. It's LeBron with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Cody Zeller, I think, younger brother of Tyler Zeller, who was drafted in 2012. Cody at 6'11" is the center for the Hoosiers. More of a power forward, though, at the NBA league.
And as most of you know, Cody Zeller from a family of 7-footers with older, bigger brothers. He had to develop his guard skills and learn to score away from the basket.
You know, Kevin, he actually played point guard on his high school JV team going back a few years. So he has the skills to play the floor. He's an underrated athlete, too, and I thought that would be the case having watched him in Indiana. I like what I've seen from him.
James outside. He feeds it to Irving. Shot from 16. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Kidd-Gilchrist has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, they need a shot or 2 to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
Back to Walker. Fires at the elbow. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving passes to James. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this 3rd quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
And Zeller kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Jefferson.
Al Jefferson last season posted about 22 points and 11 boards. Still not selected as an all-star. I mean, when you think about it, Big Al undoubtedly one of the most productive players ever to receive an all-star nod.
That one is no good. The Cavaliers trailed by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Back to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson sets the pick for James. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. LeBron's got 25 points.
That's his forte. Finding that angle and then aggressively attacking the rim.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. 8th in assists, 9th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting as well. Pretty good, but they could certainly stand some improvement there.
And and the top 10 and assist number that you talked about really is what stands out to me. It's a beautiful team to watch. They like to share the ball. They really work hard at the offensive end to make sure they get the best possible shot every time down the floor.
Passes it to Henderson. Shoots from the line, and that one's good. Henderson's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Walker against Irving. He dishes it to James. Miller outside. James outside. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And there's Miller. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Miller's got himself on the board with 3 there. Charlotte leading by 15. Outside, Walker. And there's the pass to Henderson. Zeller setting the pick for Henderson. 6 on the shot clock. Walker dishes to Henderson. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
And it's Walker penetrating. Henderson passes to Zeller. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Cody Zeller, a first-round pick back in 2013, 1 year after his brother Tyler Clark was taken in the first round.
You know, that's happened only 2 other times in NBA history, Kevin. The Plumlee brothers, Miles and Mason, also taken in 2012 and 13. Miles drafted by the Pacers back in 2012, and then back in 87 and 88. The Grant twins, Horace and Hart.
And you go back to draft night in Charlotte, borderline family vault draft party. Zeller hasn't quite crushed his doubters yet. Some of the bigger names yet to make an impact even. So we'll see how he develops.
You know, he's made frequent forays to the foul line. He hasn't made them all, but the overall impact has been significant.
Moving against Walker. Screen by Jefferson. Walker goes in. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Zeller, you know, last season struggled early with the shot. Seemed to turn it around later, though. Giving hope for his progress moving forward. I've got a lot of confidence in this young man. I think he's going to do one heck of an NBA player. You know, back in college, Kemba Walker led UConn to the 2011 NCAA championship and was the Final Four most outstanding player that season. Nice to see a winner like him back in the playoffs last season.
And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Jefferson. Dishes to Henderson. Back to Jefferson. Tries again. That drops. Jefferson's got 9. And guys, Walker far and away the leading scorer for UConn in their title run. Last season, second on the Cats in scoring after Al Jefferson. Steve, can he be a distributor as well, do you think?
I think so. You know, he's not an elite playmaker, but for this team, he's needed as a scorer. So he has to find that balance. He's certainly capable of making plays for others.
Here's Waiters. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 10 points for Dion Waiters.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot. But if they do, I think you're right, Clark. Particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Henderson, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Shots good. And that's 12 points for Dion Waiters.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Walker dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Now here's Walker. 8 points for him. Shoots from the elbow. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
James kicks to Irving. Right side, Irving. And another
wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Charlotte leading by 10. Now Walker. Henderson with it, and it's Wiggers picking him up. Here's Henderson. He kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Walker goes in. Here's Zeller. Sinks that one from the post. Zeller's got 9.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Thompson, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. Feeds to Waiters. Hornets with the rebound. Here's Walker. 8 points for him. It's Henderson on the wing. Kidd-Gilchrist hits the pick for Henderson. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Henderson against James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Gerald Henderson is not the most lethal outside shooter, but I really like the way he's learning to move without the ball. He's very opportunistic with his cut whenever his defender turns his head.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Cody Zeller. And Gary Neal subbed in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Shots good by Waiters.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Charlotte leading by 12. And Henderson most comfortable, it seems, as Steve shooting from the corner.
Yeah, like most players, Kevin, that's the easier shot, 22 feet instead of 23.9. He shot a good percentage from there. Not really a long-range shooter per se, which is why you didn't see him shoot effectively from the top of the circle.
That's good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
And Walker kicks to Henderson. Back to Walker. Fires for 3. Get another 3 for Charlotte.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Love with the screen for Waiters. Pass to Love. Dellavedova kicks to Jones. Marion, a screen on Williams. The dish to Dellavedova. And Waiters has it in the corner. It's a pick by Love. Waiters passes to Dellavedova. Jones for 3. Can't get it to go. And the Hornets now going the other way. Walker goes in. Pass to Neal. They set the pick. Kicks to Henderson. Walker against 12. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Kemba Walker, quick, great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. What I like about him is always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of
Hairston, he's checked in for the Hornets. Switch here also for Cleveland. Mike Miller's checked in for Jones. Charlotte leading by 15. Walker with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Hairston kicks to Walker. Here is Hairston. He's got 6. The 11-footer. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Hairston's got 8. 27 seconds left to play in the third. The feed to Waiters. Pass to Dellavedova. Rebound by Williams. Now Walker lets the 3 fly and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third.
Start your new year.
And a moment here to look back at our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, no question, this was going to be the winner. Just take a look at the expertise he shows on this pass. Perfectly timed and beautifully placed.
The Cavaliers trailed by 17, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Marion is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Miller in at the 3 slot. Love with the screen for Irving. Williams with the block. They get it back. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Well, Kevin Love is really a player who I think befuddles pundits because the numbers say he's a superstar, probably a top 5 player, but then he's never been to the playoffs. To that, I would simply say basketball is a team game. Individuals don't take teams to the playoffs. So despite that, there's some left wondering if his numbers are greater than his actual impact on the team. I'm not one of them.
Charlotte leading by 14. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Back to Williams. The 11-footer, and that one's good.
And for Love, the other reason for the skepticism, he's not a chiseled, overpowering athlete. He's not flashy. Maybe he doesn't look like a superstar, but his game speaks for itself. Just the strength and the skill.
Irving kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Irving. He feeds it to Miller. He's looking for Marion and finds him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Sure, last season the Timberwolves were a disaster when Kevin Love went to the bench.
That's for sure, Kevin. I mean, when he was on the floor, they outscored opponents significantly. When he sat, their offense basically imploded.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Jefferson comes in for Biyombo. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist sub in for Gary Neal.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
It's LeBron with the drive. Uses both ends to slam it down.
This is exactly what they need to do right now. Attack the basket, and hey, if you get fouled, I mean, you get the opportunity to shoot free throws.
Here's Roberts. The pass to Hairston. He dishes it to Jefferson. Outside Jefferson. Again, the miss by Jefferson. The Cavaliers trailed by 14. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Marion, right side. Miller outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Miller. And that's 31 points for LeBron.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Hairston, the pass to Roberts. Jefferson, a screen on Irving. Pass to Hairston. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. Just 5 on the clock. Off target on the 15-footer. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Now, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally got the run they needed to make this game close again.
And now they got some serious momentum on their side as we head down the stretch.
Zeller, who's checked in for Charlotte. Henderson comes in for Hairston. Henderson dishes to Jefferson. Henderson kicks to Roberts. Puts it up from 12. Here's Jefferson. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. And 3-point play chance here. Kemba Walker is checked in for Brian Roberts. Jefferson, no good on the free throw. Well, the Cavaliers largely underachieved last season. A big part of that was constantly dealing with distractions the entire season, it seems.
Yeah, it certainly appeared that way. It was always something with players fighting in-house. Items getting leaked to the media and causing things to get stirred up. It's very hard when those distractions are circulated for you to be effective.
Here's Henderson. Nobody near Kidd-Gilchrist. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Cavaliers trailed by 8. The drive by LeBron.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Marion setting the pick for LeBron. Dishes it to Marion. Knocks it loose. James with it. And Zeller picks him up defensively. Jefferson with some nice deep. Hornets leading by 6. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Love with the screen on Walker. Miller, the pass to Thompson. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Charlotte has gone 5 of 9 when they put up a 3-point shot tonight. Henderson, no good.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Jefferson with the block.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
LeBron with it. That drops. James has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Deflects the pass. Outside, Walker. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. It's Jefferson high post. Walker goes in. That's good. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. He's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Irving with a clean look. Another miss by Irving. Hornets leading by 8. Walker with it, and it's Miller picking him up. High, arcing shot, and again it's Biyombo Walker.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Cavaliers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. LeBron outside. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Here's the triple. Miller, no luck.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Charlotte calls timeout. The last season, Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand. Clark, he went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding.
I think LeBron's going to like that.
I agree.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. It was a pretty upbeat huddle. He said, I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys. Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Henderson kicks to Jefferson. That one rolling around and rims out.
Thompson is ambidextrous. He throws a baseball right-handed, writes with his left. You got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting. It's paying dividends.
No good on the free throw.
And Thompson Amundson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. You know, being ambidextrous, you would think that he at some point developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
And they double him up with LeBron. Nobody near Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And it's Walker penetrating and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Now here's Henderson. Now Walker. Jefferson, a screen on Irving. Clock at 4. Jefferson attacking, and James pulls it down.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he certainly won. They won on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Outside Irving. Thompson, a screen on Jefferson. Miller outside. He kicks to LeBron. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Long range from the inbound. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Starting to get it rolling, guys. That's 4 3-pointers for the game. 3 of them coming in this second half.
Irving against Walker. In the corner, Henderson with it. Back to Walker. Nice pass it in by Charlotte. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Let's go. Jefferson can't get that one to fall.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Feeds it to Irving. Back to James. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
It was a great pick, too. Man, over the shoulder a little bit. Got him pretty clean.
Thompson dishes to LeBron. And they double up James. Pass to Miller. James outside. Just 5 to shoot. On its way from Irving for 2. It's rebounded by Sharp. Zeller's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Kidd-Gilchrist penetrating. They need this one. Rebound Love. Cleveland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. James misses. Charlotte's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Henderson passes to Walker. Good dish to Jefferson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Took out the game for Jefferson. He's got 13 points and 2 blocks. He's piling up the rejection to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
Yeah, really controlling the action down in the paint. It's been his game so far.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Missing the line. Might stick in his craw for a while. It always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead. But that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 2. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And here's Walker outside. It's money from deep.
Watch out, watch out. Walker is caught 5.
34 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. James against Kidd-Gilchrist. And they double up
lob it towards the basket and go for the tip in. There's not enough time left to catch and shoot.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
Nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin.